Samsung's 2023 product lineup has turned out pretty impressive so far, but the more promising devices are scheduled for the latter half of the year. Among them is the Galaxy Watch 6 series. Now, the Watch 5 lineup isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it also wasn't really an appealing upgrade over the Watch 4 portfolio. With the Watch 6 series, we're already hearing some promising chatter in the leak land. From exciting display upgrades and a processor upgrade to the return of a classic design and software side improvements, there's a lot to unpack. So here's everything we know so far about the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. The lineup will reportedly ditch the short-lived Pro model and will bring back the classic branding this year. But it's not just the name that returns, but also the signature design element we last saw on the Watch 4 Classic. As per leaked renders, the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic will mark the return of the rotating bezel, which offers a more reliable way of interacting with UI elements instead of struggling with touch inputs on a tiny screen and finicky capacitive bezels. Plus, the rotating physical bezel is also far more reliable when it's raining or if the screen is drenched in sweat. The overall design, however, is still the signature Samsung smartwatch affair. The dial is round with an understated metallic luster and black paint job, but more color options will likely be on the table. The button placement is also familiar, but it's unclear if Samsung has also moved things around the biosensor assembly. Notably, leaker Ice Universe claims that the Watch 6 will embrace curved glass aesthetics instead of flat panels with a raised protective lip alongside the periphery. While a Pixel watch-like curved glass approach is easy on the eyes, it's also an open invitation to damage. Hopefully, Samsung is using reinforced glass to handle durability concerns. So far, we haven't seen the base Watch 6 trim appear in leaks, but it will likely follow the same aesthetic principle as the classic model, except for the rotating physical bezel. Samsung's current generation of smartwatches come equipped with its own Super AMOLED screens with a sapphire crystal layer for protection. But the Watch 6 family just might be in for an upgrade this year. As per Sammobile, Samsung has started commercial sampling of its micro-LED display panels for smartwatches. The report comes following supply chain rumors that Apple was planning a micro-LED display upgrade for the Apple Watch. Ice Universe claims the screen size has also been up to 1.47 inches and that the resolution has increased accordingly. Talking about raw quality, micro-LED panels offer better control over contrast, more accurate color reproduction, higher brightness output, and frugal battery consumption. Given the pace of major changes coming to Samsung hardware across the board this year and the goalpost of unsettling Apple, it is plausible that the Watch 6 lineup will ditch the old panels in favor of a micro-LED display. But this is a fairly new technology, and Samsung might also take the safe route with longer and more rigorous quality testing before putting it on the Galaxy Watch lineup. Plus, a fundamental technology upgrade as meaningful as the switch from old to micro-LED doesn't come cheap, so a price hike is likely on the horizon. Now Samsung is reportedly planning to juice up the Watch 6 series from both software as well as hardware sides. The company will use the new Exynos W980 chip inside the Watch 6 after using the Exynos W920 processor for the past 2 generations. The new chip is rumored to bring a 10% boost in performance generation over generation. It is also said to be based on the newer 5M fabrication node, which means more firepower under the hood and improved battery efficiency, something modern-day smartwatches direly need. Samsung won't be the only brand jumping to a fresh chip this year, as Apple is also rumored to finally switch the processor inside the Apple Watch Series 9 after 3 generations. It is, however, interesting that Samsung has ditched the Exynos processors for its flagship phones and has turned exclusively to Snapdragon Silicon after inking a deal with Qualcomm. But Samsung is apparently sticking with its in-house chips for the Galaxy Watch 6, despite Qualcomm's Wear series processors being the norm for Wear OS smartwatches. It would be interesting to see if the Watch 6 lineup can outperform its Wear OS rivals from the likes of Mavoy and Fossil. Samsung is not only rumored to pack a new processor and finer display inside the Watch 6 series, but it also appears to be paying attention to battery concerns. According to Galaxy Club, which cites a certification date from South Korea, the battery capacity on the 40mm model will be 300 from the 285 mAh unit fitted inside the Watch 5. For the Watch 6 larger 44mm variant, Samsung is going with the 425, slightly bigger than the 410 mAh battery pack inside the Watch 5. There is no word if a similar battery capacity boost is also in the pipeline for the pricier Classic model, but it would definitely be an engineering challenge to fit a larger battery while also accommodating a rotating physical bezel. Google has also promised that Wear OS 4 will be heavy on performance optimization, so it will be interesting to see the real-life gains in battery longevity on Samsung's upcoming smartwatches. So far, the moonshot is having a Wear OS smartwatch last more than a day without having to sacrifice perks like an always-on display and continuous activity tracking. The Watch 6 lineup will mark the third generation of Samsung smartwatches to embrace Google's Wear OS instead of the in-house Tizen OS. At its I/O 2023 conference, Google lifted the covers from Wear OS 4 and has already released developer preview builds ahead of a wider release in the fall season. Wear OS 4 goes deep on the customization side of things, and at the heart of those goals is the watch face format. It's a whole new format for creating watch faces that don't involve any code or APK packaging and requires minimal maintenance on the battery or performance optimization side of things. Google is also shipping a new watch face editor as part of Wear OS 4 that offers a deeper scope of customization to users. Samsung has already released a new version of Watch Face Studio where you can create a watch face without any coding experience whatsoever. Since Samsung is a premier Google partner, expect Wear OS 4's customization tricks to materialize in their full glory on the Galaxy Watch 6 Duo. The latest version of Google's smartwatch operating system also redefines the concept of tiles, updating them every second and adding support for transition animations. Samsung is reportedly hosting an Unpacked event on July 25, where the company will introduce the new Galaxy Z Fold and Flip 5 foldable phones. If the past events are any indication, the Galaxy Watch 6 series will also share the stage in the coming weeks. As for the asking price, no credible leaks have emerged so far. However, one can take an educated guess based on the asking price of the current gen models. The Watch 5 started at $279 for the base non-cellular model, while the LTE variant carried a starting price of $329. The Watch 5 Pro hit the shelves at $449 for the Bluetooth-only trim, while the cellular configuration went for $499. Expect the Watch 6 and its classic trim to go on sale in the same pricing ballpark, or even higher if Samsung decides the hardware upgrades are worth a premium. But there are a few things that we want from Samsung on its upcoming lineup too. Samsung locked away a few key features, including the ability to record an ECG reading on a non-Samsung smartphone. While the Galaxy Watches are still very much usable and offer great features, there are a few reasons we can't recommend them for users without a Samsung device. We want to see Samsung return to its roots and make its devices more user-friendly for everyone using an Android phone. The Galaxy Watch 5 series came with a built-in temperature sensor that was later enabled via a software update. The sensors are helpful for women's health tracking, but we wish it was used for more. We want better insights, more control, and better health metrics. If all this could happen, then it might become the best smartwatch on the planet. So, what are your thoughts and expectations from upcoming Galaxy Watch lineup? Share your valuable thoughts below in the comment section. And if you guys enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel will be massive, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.